Ellicott's Commentary 1905. And God saw the light, that it was good, and God divided the light from the darkness. Genesis chapter 1 verse 4. 4. And God saw. This contemplation indicates, first, lapse of time, and next, that the judgment pronounced was the verdict of the divine reason. That it was good. As light was a necessary result of motion in the world mass, so was it indispensable for all that was to follow, inasmuch as neither vegetable nor animal life can exist without it. But the repeated approval by the deity of each part and portion of this material universe, comp. The glory of the Lord shall endure forever. The Lord shall rejoice in his works. Psalm chapter 104 verse 31, also condemns all Manichaean theories, and asserts that this world is a noble home for man, and life a blessing, in spite of its solemn responsibilities. And God divided. The first 3 creative days are all days of order and distribution, and have been called the 3 separations. But while on the first 2 days no new thing was created, but only the chaotic matter, described in and the earth was without form, and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. Genesis chapter 1 verse 2, arranged, on day 3 there was the introduction of vegetable life. The division on the first day does not imply that darkness has a separate and independent existence, but that there were now periods of light and darkness, and thus by the end of the first day our earth must have advanced far on its way towards its present state. See note, and God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. Genesis chapter 1 verse 5, it is, however, even more probable that the ultimate results of each creative word are summed up in the account given of it. No sooner did motion begin, than the separation of the air and water from the denser particles must have begun too. The immediate result was light. Removed by a greater interval was the formation of an open space round the contracting earth ball. Still more remote was the formation of continents and oceans, but the separations must have commenced immediately that the wind of Elohim began to brood upon and move the chaotic mass. How far these separations had advanced before there were recurrent periods of light and darkness is outside the scope of the divine narrative, which is not geological, but religious.